You're breaking the 180 rule.
All right,
There's
put her in the right spot.
the 180. Let's not.
It's a podcast.
I hate the 180 rule. It's
Okay,
a podcast.
Well, I don't, and he put me in charge.
I did. Well, I said anybody that starts being in charge is now in charge.
All right.
But now you see yourself there, and you already did it with Sayla like this.
Mel, how you doing?
Hi, Chad.
What? Tell you what, I am so happy that you're here on my talk show.
I didn't even know you had a talk show. If I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
I have a talk show
That's
now.
cool.
Why don't you tell us what you do in film?
Okay, so in film, what I usually do, I started off being BTS photography in film.
Okay.
And it was just like a way just to get inside the film world and stuff like that. But then recently, for the past like year and a half, I've been doing mostly directing, ADing.
Yeah.
So first AD and writing, I would say. I just recently directed one of my third film, which is Classified, which premiered in Texas Horror Cult. Actually, all my films have premiered in Texas Horror Cult, ironically, but it's still a really good opportunity and stuff like that. So what I like to do, I do everything in film but sound.
Everything but sound. What, you hate sound?
No. I respect sound so much. I can't, because without sound, the movie sucks.
Okay.
So yeah, can I curse in this?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I'm not going to bleep you out.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna curse, but yeah.
Okay.
Try my best.
You just want permission.
Yes, just in case.
Just in case it comes up. Okay. So BTS photography, and then you want to direct. Did you know you wanted to direct when you
Yes.
started?
Yeah, I wanted to direct.
When did you realize that you were a director?
When I was like 13.
What happened?
No. So when I was like 13, I've always had a camera on my hand. I wanted to be DP, director of photography.
Yeah.
I still want to be director of photography, but I think it's like my ultimate goal that I'm so obsessed with, that I'm so perfectionist that I don't want to do it yet. But
Okay.
that's why I've done everything else. So yeah, when I was like 13 or even younger, I always had a camera on me. I still have it. It's a Sony, like the one that has like a disc. Point is, I've always had a camera on me. I loved filming, but I didn't think it was like an actual thing I could do in life.
Right.
And then I graduated college. I graduated high school. I went to teaching. I'm a teacher.
Okay.
I'm an actual 5th grade teacher, and it's great. But like I've always had filming in the back of my head. And then it wasn't until I met Clay. Remember Clay?
Yeah.
It wasn't until I met Clay. He introduced me to the DFA.
Cool.
And then I was on his first set, and then I was like, oh, this is actually like something I could actually do as a hobby.
Yeah.
And then from there on, I was like, oh, this is actually really cool. Like I'm actually doing what I've actually liked since I was little. So I think it's like it's and I think that's something that's very common in everyone. Like I think everybody started when they were little.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like I would do zombie films when I was little with my friends and my high school friends. Yeah, and I still have them to this day. I'm never gonna show that to the public. But yeah, it was zombie films, and then if my language arts teacher for high school made us do a Frankenstein
Okay.
talk show.
Okay.
Frankenstein
What's the
talk show.
teacher's name?
Miss Miranda.
Miss Miranda.
She's amazing.
Shout out.
She told us she wanted to do like a video project, and we did a Frankenstein talk show.
Okay.
And then that was really, really good that she actually told us to do a Macbeth video project. I was the one that edited it and shot it.
Nice.
And it was amazing. And it's just like little stuff like that that I've always enjoyed to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I directed it technically, but we never really said it was a director stuff.
Yeah.
So just stuff like that, I would say like I've always done.
You kind of knew that you were an artistic person.
I'm also a musician, so I'm
you're a
creative.
musician.
I've always been very creative.
What do you think kind of directed you to have this multifaceted world where you're a teacher, but you're also a artist?
Filmmaker.
Yeah.
I think it's my creative background for sure. My mom, I take that from my mom. My mom actually wanted to be a musician.
Mm-hmm.
She played the piano when she was little and stuff like that, but her parents never let her actually like pursue that as a career. So when I became older and stuff like that, I heard that, and I was into music since I was like 11, and then also into like filmmaking and stuff. I didn't even know it was filmmaking. I just had a camera.
You just had a camera.
I just wanted to make film.
Yeah.
And I think it's just that, like, I've always been very creative. So I think that music aspect of my life has taught me to be creative. And then since I don't have that music world anymore that much, like I do want to go back into it, but it's so hard.
Sure.
That I think I'm leaning more to the film side.
The film side, the DP.
Yes, I want to be DP one day. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It scares me.
Well, I mean, you're moving in the right direction though, because you're designing the scenes and you're building the things and making understanding all the pieces before you take on the thing.
Yeah, and that's why I like doing everything. Like I like doing grip work. I like doing cam op work. I like doing AC work.
Yeah.
Just to get to know the camera better. I'm a photographer at heart
Right.
too. So it's just something like it's leaning there, but I think that's my ultimate goal, cinematography, and I'm like, it scares me. But yes, yeah.
Hopefully you get mostly positive feedback from the world now for the things that you do.
Oh no, yeah, and I have been
Yeah.
great. Like the at least the last 3 films I directed, the last 2, it was Don't Fucking Move, which is a DFA one that we did.
Right.
That one actually went through festivals. They actually got selected for a festival.
What's the festival?
Texas Short Film Festival
Great.
in Austin.
Yeah.
It's also most likely gonna get picked for the Austin After Dark,
Okay.
I think.
Hopefully Austin After Dark is not watching.
Hopefully. But and then the Like and Subscribe actually went through already a festival.
Right.
It went through the Texas Short again. I think it got picked. I think for the Houston film, for the Houston comedy one. I think it got picked. Yeah, I don't know much about that one because JC, who's a writer and producer for that for Like and Subscribe, is the one that distributed it or like did the film fest run thing.
Yeah.
So that one's actually gone on like a really good thing, like a good run. And then Classified is the next one that I really want to go through Film Fest, but it's still on like pre-production again.
Sure.
Because we want to re-edit it and then put more music in it. But that Tommy is gonna make, hopefully, right, Tommy?
Yeah.
Oh man. Awesome. So when the feedback isn't positive, when it's bad, when it's negative, how do you overcome that difficulty?
If I'm being honest, it has not been negative yet.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
But I'm really big on like, how do you say, like, there's a word for it.
Brush them off.
No, not brush them off. It's like, you know when it's like, there's a word for it. I'm a musician.
Yeah.
So I've always got negative feedback when I was doing like a solo or something like that. So I like getting a feedback so I can learn from that. And like I've always see everything like if I fail in it, it's a learning experience and I just continue forward. So it's just stuff like that. I haven't had anything negative. Like I've had people say like, why didn't you do this? And I'm like, it's my vision. Like it's my vision. I'm gonna do whatever I want. Yeah. So I think like that's the best I can say. But yeah, until now, if any feedback is always welcome.
Yeah.
I think the best thing I can say is like if it's something more creative wise, I'm like, it's my creative side, it's my vision. You can't really say anything about it.
Yeah.
But if it's like, oh, this could have been better, like this angle or something, I'm like, yeah, thank you. I am gonna absorb it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to learn. I'm gonna learn from it.
Yeah.
Because and if anything, if that's a failure, then from the failures you learn from that. And that's my teacher aspect too. That's what I teach my kids always. I'm like, you guys don't be afraid to fail, because if you don't fail, you won't succeed. You won't learn and stuff like that. So I think that's the best mindset I can say.
I love that. And then the last question I have for you.
Let's go.
What is the feedback that you would give? And I'm going to make yours a two-parter. What is the feedback that you would give to any filmmaker that's starting out? And then the B side of the question, if you have a student somewhere in one of your classes, they haven't realized that they want to make art, they haven't asked you about it yet, but it is in them, what should they do?
So for the first question, I think you said a feedback, right?
Or a feedback or a guidance, or what should they do?
I think the best thing I can say is like if you don't know what you're gonna like, you're never gonna know unless you try it, and that's something I learned from myself. Like I was like, I never know if I was gonna try it. And it was until Dawn was like, hey, you're gonna direct this, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, I said yes.
Yeah.
And I think say yes. And then if you don't know where to start, just literally start it. Like if you want to direct something and you don't have anyone to write something, just write it yourself the best you can and direct it. And if it's not the best you want, don't be a perfectionist. And that's also coming from me. Like I'm a perfectionist. But like at least start small.
Yeah.
And then you grow and like always look at it like a learning opportunity, I would say. And that's my teacher aspect there. And then for a student that ever wants to be creative, I love talking to my students, my 5th grade students, and like learning what they want and what they want to do, and then see if I can help them be more creative in that aspect. Like I had students who were musicians, but they didn't know what to play, and like I would bring my guitar to school and I would teach them a little bit, and that would give them like a little bit of hope of like, hey, I want to play, and like you continue doing like so like be that first person that can give them that little spark, I would say. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. But yeah, that's the best I can say.
No, I love it, and you have such great advice, and thank you for being on my talk show.
Thank you, Chad.
All right. You have fun, right?
Yeah.